Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk. I'm George Simpson. I coordinate the people and the operations here at Najib Real Estate, and I'm joined by Nathan Najib, our Managing Director. It's been a little while since we've done one of these Real Talk episodes, so we thought that it was the perfect time to come back and talk about what we've seen in the past few months. So today we'll cover 8 questions ranging from what has happened in the last couple of months, what to expect, the OCR, and give you some advice, as we usually do, speaking as much truth as possible. So make sure that you stick around to the end as well, where we've got 2 questions from some of our viewers, and we will be answering those as well. So let's get into the questions, Nathan. So with housing supply up 20% compared to last year and mortgage approvals down, what's your outlook for the coming months? Do you expect supply to stabilize or to continue rising?
One of the 2 variables out of the 5 variables is supply and demand. It's exactly what's happened. Supply has increased, demand has decreased, right? Meaning that plenty of options for buyers and less buyers. That pulls the prices down. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
And I feel that's going to continue for the next at least 6 months because people just started struggling now. A lot of bankruptcies off the back of low inflation, as the Philip curve suggests, comes unemployment rate. Off the back of unemployment rate, rates comes back. Bankruptcies, insolvencies, in things like, people have to sell their homes, meaning that this is going to carry on for a little bit longer, at least another 6 months, I suggest, George.
Okay, sure. And following the latest 50 basis point OCR cut, do you anticipate further good news for buyers in the next update on the 27th of November? Will it be a 75 basis cut?
It's a great news for homeowners. I wouldn't say for buyers, because buyers, there are still plenty of restrictions. It would be good news for buyers once the restrictions are eased up. So, yes, it's a great news for current homeowners, because I just fixed one of my interests at 7.09%. It was now to 5.65. So that's pretty big.
Yes.
Big jump, right?
Yes.
Which makes it easier for homeowners to hold on to their houses, hopefully, for a bit longer. And I feel like as the thing goes, I think it will get lower. I'll suggest 4.5-5% will be a number that's probably gonna.
Okay. Christchurch House prices have shown resilience compared to the national market. What's your forecast for the next 6 months? Do you expect prices to increase heading into 2025?
Yeah, I feel like for the next 6 months, it's still gonna go down.
Yeah.
Because the struggle has just started. The bankruptcies, the unemployment rate increases. Obviously, that comes off the back of slow inflation rate. So for next 6 months, I don't see any capital growth, if you will. If anything, it's going to go further down.
Sure. Okay. And what types of homes are selling the quickest in the market today?
Yeah. At the moment, the first home buyers are pretty active still.
Okay.
First home buyers still pretty active. And also the top end of the market is pretty busy as well, especially if you've got a unique top end property.
Yeah. Because
the top end, they have the money, so if they find the right house, they're gonna buy it. In the middle, they're like, all right, if I'm quite okay, quite content. I'm not sure what's happening with the economy. They're just staying still. First home buyers, they've never had it like this before. They're like, okay, I just go buy a house. So
yeah, sure. And CoreLogic recently suggested that investors are making a comeback. Do you agree with this?
I don't know where that news. I'm very interested to see an investor yet to buy, an astute investor anyways, because at the moment, the video that we did not too long ago, the return, the return is just not the yield, isn't just, it's just not making sense. I'm an investor. Why am I buying now? So I'll wait for interest rate to come back slightly lower, for the price come slightly back, and then I'm getting property with positive yield.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And There's been talk of sell it before the bank does. With rising mortgage struggles, are we moving towards a more favorable seller's market?
That's going to be a little while, George. Like I said, another 6 months at least for the price still come back. And then the calibration, recalibration takes a little bit of time, 24 months at least. And then the positive, the growth is going to happen. So for sellers, it's still quite a bit for the market to turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got 2 questions from our YouTube subscribers. The number one most frequently asked question actually is, have we hit the bottom yet?
Like the video that we did, and we discussed 5 variables, the inflation and what's off the back of inflation, all that kind of stuff. I don't think we've hit the bottom yet. Contrary to what the media is saying, I'm on the ground, so I see it today.
Yeah.
Like exactly what's happening. So the way I see that you don't need to go far to see how many shops are closing.
Yeah.
So off the back of that comes struggle, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to take a little while for people to come back to equilibrium, if you will, right? And then market will take off. So I don't think there's any signs of recovering or coming back up yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we've got one more question about apartments and townhouses. With so many new apartments being built around the city, could the market be oversupplied with townhouses and apartments? If so, will this excess supply impact the value of existing apartments and limit their ability to appreciate?
Absolutely. It always does, George. We spoke about this in the past. Or if you go back and watch our past videos, we speak about when the market is hot, developers go acquire land. And it take a year, maybe 2 years for them to get the title, start building and release the apartments. And then all of a sudden, the heat has gone off the market. And now is avalanche of properties, or in this case, apartments and townhouses on the market. And yes, it's number one, it's hard for the developers to sell those townhouses. At the moment, you go around town, see everybody's having discounts on their apartments. We give you $25,000 off your deposit, or we do this for you and that for you. They're trying to get them sold, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine that struggle carries on for another 6 months.
Yeah.
Then they will have to really drop their prices. So it's going to take a long time to recover. And yes, the capital growth for townhouses has always been small.
Yeah.
In this case, because overcrowded, oversupply, it will certainly be very, very small, if any.
Right. Well, thank you very much for that, Nathan. If you found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe and share this video. If you leave a comment, we'll be sure to get back to you in a video as we did today. We're a Christchurch and Selwyn-based real estate agency. So if you need any help on your property journey or you have any questions, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. This has been Real Talk.